Class be seated. Welcome to the 58th Commencement exercises at Cinnaminson High School. Commencement, the solemn but joyful climax and recognition of the graduates' years of study, is an important and meaningful occasion to the high school, its faculty, staff, and its students. In keeping with this feeling, all guests and participants are requested to avoid unnecessary conversation or moving about during the exercises. It is also requested that the audience give each member of the class of 2024 his or her deserved recognition as he or she is called to receive his or her diploma. Please hold all applause until all members of the class of 2024 in attendance have received diplomas. Members of the audience are requested to stand and join Cinnaminson High School's senior anthem soloist, Morgan Coates, as we pay homage to our great nation by singing the national anthem conducted by senior Warren Barenbrock. Class, please stand. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce our high school principal, Mr. Ryan Gorman.
Good evening, and welcome to our 58th Commencement exercises for Cinnaminson High School. It is my honor to welcome the Board of Education, district administrators, my colleagues from the high school, parents, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2024 to this evening's celebration. Before continuing with my formal remarks, I would like to take a moment to thank the individuals who make this celebration a reality. Mr. Tyndall, the maintenance and grounds crew, our special events coordinators, Mrs. Julie Leitz and Mr. Matt Prokupka, our band director, Dr. DeSalvio, our choir director, Mr. Bacon, the students in the band, and the choir for their contributions to this year's ceremony. Please join me in a round of applause for the efforts of those people who make tonight possible. I would also like to recognize and thank the parents and family members who not only molded these young people into who they are today, but will also be the buttress they rely upon for strength and support long into the future. Our success as a district is a direct result of the support and dedication of the overall CHS community. You have repeatedly proven yourselves to be outstanding partners in creating incredible young people, and I would like to show my appreciation for you with another round of applause. If I can leave the class of 2024 with one thought this evening, it would be to continue challenging yourself to grow. Since our earliest days, humankind has strived for advancement. From hunters and gatherers to agrarian societies to the Industrial Revolution, the internet, and AI. Each generation picks up on the work of the ones before it and it improves the capacity of the world around them. The time, energy, and effort that you have dedicated to developing your skills here at CHS have started a toolbox that you can use to make the world of your dreams. Your challenge now is to continue to add the appropriate tools to that kit. For me, those tools often come in the form of words. My role here at CHS demands that I spend many days reading, and I try to maximize that time spent by learning a new idea or word from each of those endeavors. In fact, I came across a word just today as I was looking up research for this particular speech. I will warn you, it's really aggressive for a 90-degree Tuesday evening, but here it is. Ask with too late. I didn't know what it meant either. I definitely had to go to Google, and as it turns out, it means to decamp or leave abruptly. I concede it will be a little tricky to work into conversation, but I hope you try. For you, the tools may come from further schooling, job experience, service in the military, a mentor, or just somewhere along your journey. Be diligent in recognizing those opportunities to add a skill to your toolbox that will help you shape the world in which you want to live. As you prepare to absculculate, it's tricky, I told you, but I wouldn't ask you to do something I wouldn't try myself. I hope you know how proud the entire CHS community is for the work that you have done here. You have used your tools to make a permanent change in the shape of the school, and I cannot wait to see the world that you create. Please join me in a round of applause congratulating the class of 2024. Now it is my honor to welcome our first speaker of the evening, the class of 2024 Valedictorian, Samantha Keyports.
Good evening to the faculty, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, graduates gathered at tonight's ceremony. While I'm honored to speak as this class's valedictorian, this night is a celebration of the class of 2024 as a whole and wouldn't be possible without the support system provided by those around us. I'd like to thank the families who devoted their time and energy to our development outside the classroom, all of the Cinnaminson teachers who guided our intellectual journeys from elementary school to today, and the loyal friends who supported us along the way. I'd also like to thank my parents for emphasizing the importance of hard work and dedication in all facets of my life, encouraging me to become my best self. I feel that these values, more than anything else, have contributed to my success. Finally, I'd like to shout out our class advisors, Mr. Arnold and Ms. Kramer, for all that they've done to make our 4 years at CHS memorable. Although you'll advise other classes, I hope we hold a special place in your hearts for being your first experience with the process. Those who know me probably know that giving this speech has been a particular anxiety of mine for a while now. Not only was I nervous about speaking to such a large crowd of people, but I struggled to think of a topic that could properly encompass the shared journey of our class. Searching for inspiration, I consulted past speeches, Board of Ed recognition meetings, and all of my experiences in Cinnaminson schools over the years. One thing stood out: the community of each class. I remember hearing the statistic that over 90% of students who begin their education in kindergarten at New Albany go on to graduate from a Cinnaminson High School as a senior at many a Board of Ed meeting, but it wasn't until senior year that I began to realize the impact of that. Spending the majority of your time with the same group of people for over a decade, particularly at such a formative time in your life, is a unique experience. And I hope you take a moment during or after this ceremony to reflect on that. However, I'm not just here to reminisce. I bring up the years our class has spent together because I think they're essential in understanding the unique character of our class. We haven't just grown as individuals, we've developed as a unit, from shared experiences ranging from Camp Akanikin to senior trip and senior day and clap out just last week. It's because of these that each class carries their own unique character, an imprint of their peers, as well as parents and teachers. For a while, it seemed as though the class of 2024's thing was undefined. Many of us spent our freshman year online and the majority of our sophomore year behind masks, making it difficult to leave a good first impression. Nevertheless, or perhaps because of this, we embraced all that CHS offered in our upperclassmen years and were influential in the creation and revival of extracurriculars such as the CHS TV Lip Dub, affinity groups, and the Gender Equity Committee, on top of participating in established clubs and athletics. And it's here that I believe our class truly shines, having both a diversity of interests and the initiative to enact them. This was readily apparent in this year's Hall of Fame ceremony. Mrs. Highland may have used the term Renaissance woman in my speech, but that concept applies just as readily to any of the 12 students on that stage. It would be impossible to define any of the inductees with a single word. Rather, they are artistic and athletic, musical and analytical, DECA presidents and cheer captains. Although I'll admit the Hall of Fame represents only a small portion of the class of 2024, its members are microcosms of the class as a whole, representatives of the unique character we've built over our years in Cinnaminson. Our class is one not easily defined, but perhaps that is our biggest strength. Lack of definition doesn't equal lack of focus or ability. It instead highlights a well-roundedness and adaptability that will allow you to succeed in whatever field you choose. The future, particularly at college, is full of new and exciting experiences and equally many twists and turns. Living away from home, roommates good and bad, switching majors, yet the versatility you've developed will allow you to take it all in stride. Your ability to think outside the box and embrace varied perspectives makes you adaptable, ready to face obstacles with the same passion and, more importantly, creativity you did here. Take an undefined future and make it an unwritten one, full of potential and one that you have the power to alter. I hope that as you continue through life, whether through the trades, military, workforce, or college, you are continuously learning and growing, but carry the lessons of Cinnaminson with you, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because even spread across 18 states, from Arizona to Maine, you'll still hail from the same place. As you begin to write your own stories, diverse as they may be, I hope they keep the same heart. Stay true to yourselves and your values, and I think you'll find that things will work themselves out. Once again, thank you all for coming tonight. Congratulations to the entire class of 2024. Good luck and good night.
Please welcome our second speaker for tonight, the class of 2024 Salutatorian, Lun Zhang.
Good evening, class of 2024, staff, family, and friends gathered here tonight. Today, we have come together to celebrate a monumental milestone in our lives. 5 years of elementary school, 3 years of middle school, and 4 years of high school. Today, we have come together to commemorate the 12 years we've spent. We've made so many memories together, such as the time we lost the pep rally last year because the seniors cheated, or the time we won the pep rally this year because we cheated. Throughout all the ups and downs, we made it. But we didn't do it alone. Throughout the whole journey, we've been supported by our family, our teachers, and most importantly, by each other. For that, I'd like to thank everyone present tonight for their support. Whether you are here in person or watching from your screen, I thank you. And I think I speak for everyone's behalf when I say that we could not be more fortunate to have your company. I'd like to dedicate this speech to you in a weird way, Giant Steps. Giant Steps is one of the most influential jazz albums of all time, but for many of you unfamiliar with this piece, you might find that difficult to believe. It has these weird, nonsensical changes and chaotic jumps. It feels as if John Coltrane is just playing a whole bunch of random stuff that people are crazy enough to call a masterpiece. Now, to the people who do know this song, I'm sure I've offended all of you. While it may sound like a 5-year-old wiggling his fingers on a saxophone to some people, there's a beautiful method to his madness. Now, I'm no expert in music theory because it's the third worst thing in the world, with playing Pomp and Circumstance on loop being the second worst thing in the world. But basically, the reason for these weird jumps, or giant steps, are due to something known as the Coltrane changes, which are a bunch of substitutions made over a common jazz progression. This deviation from what is orthodox in jazz is what makes it uncomfortable not only to hear, but to play. But that's what makes it special. It's unorthodox. It challenges the work before it and presents something never seen before. That spirit is what defines jazz, music, art, and in my opinion, it should be what defines the human experience. Life can be boiled down very simply. You're born, you go to school, you make friends, get a job, pay taxes, get married, and so on. These changes and transitions in one's life could be thought of as a simple 2-5-1 jazz progression. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, and it's always great. But in that 2-5-1, there's different chord substitutions and ways to veer yourself. Maybe you don't continue your education through college and go straight into work. Maybe you choose to serve in the military. Maybe you choose not to pay taxes. Regardless of how you choose to live your life, there's always something that makes you a little special and unorthodox. But while challenges to tradition and homages to creativity can be wildly successful, there are times when it's not. As a musician, there are times when I just can't get something to work. I'll mess around with a few notes or sometimes too many notes, and nothing I make sounds good. It really kicks you down a peg to just listen to yourself play hot garbage and not know what you're doing is wrong. But sometimes, that's okay. Like I said earlier, giant steps is not only something uncomfortable to listen to, it's uncomfortable to play as well. There have been times I've played ideas and thought they sounded nice, only to realize they weren't as well received as I hoped. And that's okay. The path of the unorthodox is not meant to be an easy path, and that's okay too. Failure sucks. It's the first worst feeling in the world. Hours of dedication and hard work, all of it can be ruined by a few squeaks here and there. But nevertheless, challenging the conventional is fun. So it's something I want to keep doing, and it's something I encourage all of you to keep doing as well. When we choose to deviate, we refuse the path laid before. We take our own giant steps, blazing our own trails. We define ourselves not with some predetermined fate, but with what we should be defined with, ourselves. We, as people, were never meant to live our lives so mechanically. We aren't machines with these nuts and little bolts that dictate how we must live our lives. We are a small class, but we are one that dreams big. As such, I'd like to tell you to not fear failure, but to work to conquer failure itself. As we continue our lives and pursue greatness out of the school, we will fail and lose. But as we fail, we only get closer to success. As we take our giant steps far across the country, I hope none of you forget the valuable lessons you've learned here. Class of 2024, follow your dreams, take chances, and go all in to create the new Coltrane changes of your life. Thank you.
Please welcome to the podium our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Stephen Capello.
Good evening, graduates. Thanks for having me. On May 27th, 2012, the Philadelphia 76ers lost a crushing Game 7 to the Boston Celtics in the second round of the NBA playoffs. Around the tri-state area, spirits were low as the Sixers were stuck in a rut of endless mediocrity. Enter Sam Hinkie. Hinkie was the architect for what would soon become known as, quote, the process. This process began in the fall of 2012, the same time this class of 2024 entered kindergarten and began their school process. Sam Hinkie fielded teams designed to lose. The Sixers quickly devolved into the worst team in the league, and at the conclusion of the 2016 season, they had the third worst record in the history of the NBA. This was the process. Even though fans didn't like it and debated the merits, we were told the process would save basketball in Philadelphia. Maligned teams gave way to more losses, which opened the door to high draft picks and ultimately new talent. Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris. The process began to yield results. And in 2018, the team had a city again. On February 25th, the starting five of the Sixers adorned the cover of Sports Illustrated with a message that proclaimed the process successful. Quality basketball had returned to the city, and all we had to do was sit back and watch as the championships piled up. Well, more on that in a bit. Meanwhile, for 13 years, you were asked to trust the process in school. From early morning arrivals to late night studying, it wasn't always easy, and the social constructs of school were often difficult to navigate. You didn't always get the best grade in class. You didn't always make the team or get the role that you wanted in the school musical. But when challenged, you stepped up to the process. You asked and wondered, will I ever need geometry in my life? You researched topics, wrote term papers, you debated, you learned to speak another language, and you even wrote poetry. The arts complemented your studies, as did the club, sports, and the school cultural initiatives. They rounded out your education. And just like John Coltrane, thank you, Lon, had a process when he wrote Giant Steps, Mrs. Carroll had a process when she taught you to analyze literature. Mr. Perekupka had a process when he attempted to get you to share his passion for covalent bonds and molecular structure. Mr. Bacon helped you to find your voice, while Mrs. Arbelez tried to demystify Calc BC with as much fun as whatever was happening in Chef Kane's class that day. Dr. McGee recreated history with captivating lectures, while Ms. Schweitzer and Mr. Keston brought to life turn-of-the-century Oklahoma right there on the stage at CHS. They all had their process, and you trusted it. And so I wonder, was it a success? Well, I would love to say that the Sixers had enough rings to fill one hand, and quite frankly, I would settle for just one ring. Was their process a success? For me, the process of bringing fun basketball back to the city meant something. It meant game nights with my kids, meaningful games, for us to cheer together, high five, shout at the TV, and hang on the edge of our seats as we waited for the outcome. We bonded over basketball as a family, and in the last few years, we regained this as a relevant item in our lives. While I don't think we were the intended outcome for Sam Hinkie, I'm thankful for it, and using our metric, the process was an overwhelming success. As for the Cinnaminson Schools process, today you are a version of yourselves that I don't know you could have imagined back on September 7th, 2012, when you first walked into New Albany, or wherever it was that you started your school career. Over the course of the last 2,340 school days, you endured a unique experience and responded to the challenges with a blend of determination and grace. You've grown into an extraordinary class filled with inquisitive, thoughtful, and responsible citizens. The process has led you here tonight for one final gathering. This moment, as not Sam Hinkie referenced, has been 13 years in the making, but as he suggests, the next 13, as of yet, are unwritten. Next year, your process will take you to new places. Pirates will become owls, mountaineers, profs, knights, gamecocks, and barons. Some will become carpenters, welders, steam fitters. Some will create things from nothing, and others will try to sell it. From big green to black squirrels, you will continue the process somewhere else. Earlier this week, your fellow graduate, Isaiah Williams, reminded us that his process brought him back to the idea he learned in his early days in Cinnaminson. Once a pirate, always a pirate. If nothing else, I hope the process has taught you the same thing. Thank you, class of 2024, and thank you to your parents for trusting the process. We wish you continued success.
Mr. Gorman will now recognize the top 10% of the class of 2024.
Please stand as your name is announced and remain standing until all names have been read. Please hold all applause until all of the names have been called. Alex Arnold, Bentley Bramhall, Leela Coley, Andrew Crandall, Mitchell D'Alessio, Mason Dranchik, Grace Dreyer, Elizabeth DeWong, Bharat Alongo, Sean Gilmore, Madeline Hubbard, Ja Jang, Lun Jang, Samantha Keyports, Kayla Meenan, Andrew Mosey, Jules Reed, Gabrielle Sickler, Ian Simons, and Aiden Underwood. Please join me in congratulating the top 10% of the class of 2024. Students, you may be seated. 4 of our seniors will proudly wear the colors of the United States of America in the armed forces. Please stand when I call your name and remain standing. Arbel Naivan Angara, Air Force. Caleb Malave, Marines. Michael Perno, Air National Guard. Yasan Stiles, Air Force. At this time, I would like to invite any members. There is no higher honor than to defend this wonderful nation we call home, and as a community, we thank you for your service. I would like to take one last moment to recognize Mr. Stiles, who has actually started boot camp in a way that has caused him not to be able to attend tonight. I'd like to offer him one more round of applause that he can hear from the bus to boot camp. Please be seated. Our next presenter is Dr. Frank Goulburn, Director of Curriculum and Instruction, who will recognize the 2024 Awards of Excellence recipients.
Thank you. It's my privilege to recognize the recipients of the Awards of Excellence. Please stand as your name is announced and remain standing until all the names have been called. Please hold your applause until all the names have been announced. For excellence in art, Gabrielle Sickler. For excellence in biology, Abigail Sides. For excellence in business, Killian Pease. For excellence in chemistry, Lun Zhang. For excellence in English, Bentley Bramhall. For excellence in French, Warren Berenbrock. For excellence in statistics, Samantha Keyports. For excellence in calculus, Lun Zhang. For excellence in music, Bentley Bramhall. For excellence in ceramics, Mitchell D'Alessio. For excellence in physics, Andrew Mosey. For excellence in social studies, Samantha Keyports. For excellence in Spanish, Caitlin Colfer. For excellence in cooperative business education, Caitlin Colfer. For excellence in marketing education, Kaylee Solomon. And for excellence in physical education, Isaiah Williams and Caitlin Connolly. Please join me in congratulating all of the award recipients. Students, you may be seated.
As we prepare to confer diplomas on each senior, let us join together to acknowledge our love and give praise to our high school by joining the Cinnaminson Chamber Choir and members of the concert choir featuring senior soloist Bentley Bramhall in the singing of our alma mater. Please stand.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
All right, guys, sing loud.
Praise, love, and honor to our alma mater. Sing we our gratitude
Please be seated.
The honor of bestowing diplomas on the members of the graduating class is assigned to the President of the Board of Education. Please join me in welcoming Cinnaminson Township Board of Education President, Ms. Laura Fitzwater, and Mr. Stephen Capello, Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Gorman will be joined by Assistant Principal and Athletic Director, Mr. Brian Wilkinson, Assistant Principal, Dr. Caitlin McCann, and the Class of 2024 advisors, Ms. Kimberly Kramer and Mr. Lewis Arnold, to read the class roll.
I hereby certify that the collective members of the senior class of 2024 have met and fulfilled all the requirements prescribed by the state and local Board of Education. They have at this time earned the right to be awarded a Cinnaminson High School diploma. To you, Mrs. Fitzwater, the President of the Board of Education, it is my honor to present the class of 2024.
Lillian Surma. Bharat Alongo. Georgia Fry. Nasir Page. Jacqueline Arking. Jake Parrish. Josiah St. Eileen. Alex Arnold. Samantha Robinson. Matthew McCloskey. Zoe Howard. Nathan Costa. Desiree Marshall. Damon McGee. Morgan Marino. Caleb Malave. Abby Prickett. Liana Colbert. Andrew Crandall. Michael Perno. Olivia Arnold. Derek Robinson. Olivia Pocius. Jude Bowers. Skylar Eric. Connor Prendergast. Megan Shallow. Musafir Aksoy. Isaiah Williams. Josue Marquez Soto. Alexander Stewart. Justin Moore. Alex Ribeiro. Jalen McDermott. Joshua Flores.
Elizabeth Duong. Hugh Nguyen. Petros Mantagas. Maria Mantagas. Zion Foy. Cassidy Cooney. Gabrielle Sickler. Michael Kulik. Megan Glisson. Brian Finnerty. Morgan Coates. Michaela Coates. Charlotte Sell. Jarrett Edwards. Emily Logue. Andres Conchon Maecha. Leela Colley. Dylan Neary Gomes. Andrew Plaza. Gianna Nelson. Jenna Del Grippo. Evan Reed. Reagan Rotes. Noah McChristy. Esther Crisp. Max Brookstein. Alyssa Aleto. Michael Pappas. Benjamin Stewart. Davon Dickerson. Sean Walker. William Craney. Alexa Ramirez. Aiden Quinn. Kaylee Solomon.
Madeline Hubbard. Michaela Hubbard. Nicholas Machado. Ella Donnan. Michael McDevitt. Riley Cassidy. Mitchell DeLesio. Malone Thomas. Michael McCauley. Carla Lopez. Andrew Forcellini. Oh, get your hat, get your hat, your hat, your hat, your hat, your hat. Emily Dos-Res. Miguel Hernandez. Diana Hess. Evan Kozik. Emma Pfeiffer. Liam Geisick. Alexis Daniels. Sean Gilmore. Sarah Andrade. Emmanuel Brown. Jonathan Sierra. Christina Whitfield. Ian Blue. Stefania Mendoza Pastrana. Kendall Mingo. Mateus Floriano de Souza. Madeline Kachuk. Karan Moore Harrington. Joseph Barton. Kayla Thomas. Grace Patola. Ennis Kopaglu.
Andrew Mosey. Olivia Irons. Michael Beers. Nicole Coea. Charles Smith. Anthony Udatong. Madison Yorkie. Vincenzo Iacovetti. Xavier Irwin. Raisa Sattler. Colin Connolly. Caitlin Connolly. Brandon Dietler. Jackson Peacock. Zanai Thompson. Anthony Gilardi. Kaylee Arguello. Mason Dranchik. Timothy Morell. Trevor Conley. Jason Villanueva Mendoza. Makai Robinson. Ashley Hosha. Damian Bird. Marina Mader. Andrew Zemecki. Gabriella Scafidi. Kyle Willis. Jacob Rosenberg. Ciani Rodriguez. Colin Burns. Madeline Astor. Joseph Hebert. Sean Canan.
Grace Dreyer. James Smith. Sophia Morgan. Shane Razis. Aisa Coutinho. Marco Morel. Caitlin Colfer. Colby Warwick. Ayana Walls. Christopher Jungblatt. Lohaine de Silva Salamal. Ryan Gibson. Sean Gallagher. Killian Pease. Erin Williams. Dean Santarlis. Tuche Balik. Adil Dean. Ja Jang. Bridget Hauk. Olivia Camaris. Ian Simons. Maxwell Weiler. Joseph Shepard Jr. Dominic Armento. Derek D. Carvalho. Caitlin Bernard. Abigail Sides.
Bentley Bramhall. Lauren Ringer. Ronald Trampay. Jada Johnson. Warren Barenbrock. Anna Marino. Aiden Underwood. Wisdom Togby. Corey Rohde. Angelina Trembula. Brendan Kraft. James Logren. Benicia Derry. Joseph Sinise. Nathan Evers. Daniel Stavalone. Caitlin Vogel. James Paradise. Jules Reed. Arbel Naveen Angara. Stella Driscoll. Luke Smith. Alyssa Christensen. Emily Clothier. Andrew Christmas. L. Morrison. Corey Yalchin. Ace Willers. Madison Willers. Lun Zhang. Natalie Largay. Magdalena Smith. Grace Kennedy. Samantha Keyports. Kayla Meenan. Drew Paulette.
At this time, I would like the president of the class of 2025, Luke Centenaro, to join me up at the podium. As my last official act as president of the class of 2024, I would like to pass on to you the president's gavel and wish to you and the class of 2025 health, happiness, and success. Thank you. Class of 2024 and audience, I invite you to reflect upon the events of this evening as our chamber choir and senior choir members sing the Song of Farewell. Mrs. Fitzwater, please join me here at the podium for the changing of the tassel. Class, please stand.
The last instructions you will receive as a Cinnaminson High School student are a symbol of your transition from student to graduate. Now, Cinnaminson High School class of 2024, please turn your tassel from the left side to the right side.
Classmates, may tomorrow bring the fulfillment of your hopes and your dreams. Congratulations and good evening.